brought y'all out here to my canning kitchen. It's a pretty day, so I thought we'd walk out here because I want to get some of this rosemary. And I was going to tell y'all, I've had him out here on this porch. Unless it was going to get freezing a couple of nights, I just sat him inside in my canning kitchen where it's cold too. But rosemary's very, very tolerant of cold weather, so I love to grow it year round. So we need some of this for our next recipe, so I thought, well, why not bring y'all out here with me? Smells so good. Okay, y'all, let's go to the kitchen. Hey, y'all, I was turning y'all both on. Today we're going to make something that is good for us, not necessarily good tasting, but good for us. Let me get my little notes I wrote down here. I saw this in my local grocery store, Brookshire's paper, and it says Fire Cider Tonic, and it's got apple cider, which John and I like to drink a shot of it every day that we think about it. And what's great about it is they add so much into it, so it's like a souped up apple cider shot. So I said, hey, I want to make that for us, especially during this time of the year. It's flu season anyway, and we're all sickly and colds, and now we have lovely Corona to add into that, don't we? I know. So I thought this would be great, and I just wanted to share it with y'all. And I've never made this. Like I say, John and I just love to take little shots of unfiltered apple cider vinegar because it has so many health benefits. But we're going to add to those health benefits, and I'm going to try to tell y'all all the things that I decided to put in there because you can kind of make your own little recipe, and why, like what it does for our body. So the first thing is rosemary, and if y'all are on my YouTube, I did take my YouTube camera out there with me. My Facebook camera was still charging, so I took it on YouTube out there, but maybe one time I'll do a little extra with Facebook. But anyway, we walked out and we picked some rosemary. I'm still growing it out there at my canning kitchen in a pot, and when it's going to get really cold, below freezing, I'll just stick it inside in my canning kitchen and bring it back out. And this week is actually really warm here in Louisiana, which I'm enjoying, where I'll enjoy. So I'm going to put that in my jar, and I have a big jar like you see this, and compared to my apple cider vinegar, because I'm adding stuff and I'm going to pour that over it, and we're going to let that soak for a while in our refrigerator. So you need to have a big one. I think this one is 3 to 5 pints. It's 3 pints down to here and can go on up, and the same thing, it's 6 cups, and then it's got that much more headspace. So it's a pretty big jar. If not, just usually like 2 mayonnaise jars. You know, you don't have to go out and buy you a big jar. I just happen to have those. Then let's see, let me go down my list so I can tell y'all everything. Rosemary boosts our immune system. It also has cognitive stimulants in it, which improves our blood circulation, and it can improve our memory and our alertness and intelligence and focus. So yes, I need a whole lot of that. I need to bathe in rosemary, and I need to just eat it every day, every day, every day. The next thing I'm going to put in there is cloves. I love cloves. Cloves will add a nice little flavor to it. But cloves also has medicinal properties, and I'm going to put like a nice tablespoon. Y'all see that? So good in there. Let's see. I'll start putting stuff out of the way so I won't do it again. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is great. It also has medicinal properties. It's loaded with antioxidants, which can lower your blood sugar, and has a powerful anti-diabetic effect and promotes vital energy. So again, I need lots and lots and lots of cinnamon. I have some cinnamon sticks. I'm going to put about 3 in there. Yeah. And if you don't have cinnamon sticks, don't stress about that. I tried to stay as least amount of processed as I could on a lot of the stuff, like the rosemary we grew together, you know, so that's great. But if you don't, I've also got this cinnamon. This is called organic cinnamon, okay, so maybe that's a little better. And I'm going to put a nice generous teaspoon of that. Why not? If you don't like cinnamon, don't put cinnamon. If you don't like cloves, don't put cloves. You can come up with your own recipe too. any kind of spice or herb or any kind of those things. Seasonings is what we think of them as, but they're all God-given to us, and they're all good for us and have really good things that can benefit us. So you can kind of make your own little recipe. Let's see, what did I have down here next? Because I don't want to miss out on telling y'all about all this good stuff we're putting in this apple cider vinegar. Let's see, citrus. Yes, let's go with citrus next. I think I'm going to leave out my lemon, but you can put lemon, lime, orange. You could put grapefruit, okay? Anything you want to do like that for a nice little kick. No, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put half of my lemon, half of my lime, and half of my orange. And my orange can be a snack before I go work out, too. Yes, so here we go. Take that half over there, get half of my orange. I'll save you for later, buddy. And eat you in just a little bit. And y'all know what citrus does. It adds vitamin C. Yes, it does. Lots and lots of it. Straight, God-given vitamin C. And, again, it's also nice flavors too, right? I know. So, you leave the peel on and everything, okay? And drop that down in there. I'm going to slice my lemon one more time. Have a couple of thick slices. And my lime the same way. And many things I'm putting in here adds vitamin C as well. But the citrus does, along with some good flavor. All right, what have I got next? Ginger. Yes, and I wanted to talk about ginger anyway. Ginger, I had chopped some up back in May, y'all, and put in a little bit of vegetable oil here in this little jar, 4-ounce jar, and it's still just as good and fresh tasting as when I did it back in May, and this is January. I'm going to put that in here, and some of you have asked me to please do that again and show how I did that, so I certainly am. We'll do that. I'll do that on a separate video. You see this big ginger root I got at the store? He's wonderful. And I've tried to freeze this before and it doesn't work out real good, so I started that little method and it works out great. So I'm going to put some more fresh in here since that's from back in May. So it's probably lost some of its nutritional value. Ginger's great. Let me tell y'all about ginger. It fights inflammation, which can prevent cancer. And I'm not even going to worry about peeling him or anything to put in here, guys. Let me scoop this out of y'all's way. I'm always blocking that, I know. I'm just going to put some nice slices. Ginger also aids in digestion. It reduces gas. I need to give this to John Murray every day. He's going to kill me if he watches this. And it can calm nausea. I know when we were in Europe and riding bus all the time, they told us to get some ginger gum to chew if you got car sick or bus sick, I should say. And so we did. We found ginger gum all in Europe. It was a wonderful thing. I don't see that around here, do y'all? But I did find it on Amazon one time when I looked. And ginger can also help to fight weight loss. And I have a good friend, Sandy. Hey, Sandy girl. She is the one that let me know that ginger helps a lot with arthritis, osteoarthritis. And so she takes a teaspoon of it every day and just chews on it. You can swallow it or you can chew on it for a while and then spit it out. I swallow it because it's got fiber in it for us, which is good. And let's see. Oh, and how it helps with the arthritis is eases your joint pain. And so it really does. It helps a good bit with that. So that's why I had it chopped up like this. But also you can put ginger in so much it's not even funny. We'll talk about that more when we're just doing the ginger. Let's see, what are we going to add next, y'all? Let's see, the apple cider vinegar, I'll tell y'all about in a minute when we pour it on there. Jalapeno, yeah. I like the jalapeno. Jalapeno, I got a whole jalapeno. We'll grow these out in the garden together this year too. I didn't use any of my pickled ones because I wanted to get a fresh whole one with all its nutritional benefits. And I'm just going to slice him in half, just like that. Y'all see that? And drop him down in there. If you don't want to do the jalapeno, then omit it. But what it does, it supports your immune system and improves circulation. and it has lots of vitamin C and B6, and it can promote weight loss. So, I'm putting jalapeno. Onion. I've got a white onion. You could use red onion. Or, no, mine's like a yellow onion, isn't it, guys? And I'm going to put about half of him. Let's see here. Onion combats colds and flu. It has strong anti-inflammatories in it. So, we definitely want that in there during the cold, sick season. And I am going to take off that outer peeling on it just because it's almost protecting it, you know, and I want it to be able to really let its stuff go. Let itself go in there. I'll cut that little stem end off too. And kind of do him in just a couple, 2 or 3 wedges like that, y'all see. So don't worry too much about this because we will strain this back out of here when we get through. So, all right, next is horseradish. And if you can find a root of horseradish, that's great and wonderful, but I couldn't in our stores, so I already had this processed, well, just fresh ground horseradish, and you got to keep it refrigerated because it's not actually got preservatives in it. And I love horseradish. I make homemade shrimp cocktail sauce out of it. It's so good, and it's got a spicy kick to it. Yes, it does. Y'all see that? I'm going to put a couple of good, generous tablespoons in there. Why not? What does horseradish do? Well, it clears your sinuses and upper respiratory tract. And we need that respiratory, you know, if you got COVID around, you love to hear things helping with respiratory. We need that. And it can also treat urinary tract infections and relieves inflammation and pain, preventing cancer too. So it's a fabulous little thing. All right, we are down to the garlic. I talked about, didn't I talk about garlic a bunch, or did I, y'all? No, that was ginger. Okay, sorry. Where's my rosemary? I need some rosemary right now, don't I? I've got 3 cloves of garlic. I think the recipe called for 8. I peeled them, and I'm going to chop them in half. And I'll just put the 3. But yeah, the recipe actually called, said you put like 8 in there. And I said, well, 3 would be good. Garlic is a natural antibiotic, which is out of sight. Like I say, God gives us everything we need. He really, truly does provide for us. And it also has antiviral properties in it. And eases cold and respiratory infections. So there we go. Respiratory comes back into the play, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Let's see. One thing I see that I haven't told y'all about is turmeric yet. Turmeric I love, and you can sneak that in all sorts of soups. I put it in my chicken pot pie, and one of you told me that you put it in your chicken and dumplings, and it'll actually give it that real pretty yellow flavor color. So I thought, what a great idea, because I put it in my chicken pot pie. Why didn't I think about that? I tend to really stick to how my mama or my grandmother did. If it's an old recipe that I've been doing my whole life, and I don't think outside that box, but that's great. And it just has a little bit of an earthy flavor, so you really don't notice it, but it's great. It what all does it do? It has all sorts of medicinal properties in it, and it can help prevent cancer and Alzheimer's, which I love, and it also helps to improve arthritis and depression. So hey, especially during the winter time, we all could use some of this, couldn't we? Yes, we could. So let's put a generous tablespoon of that in there. Some turmeric. And like I say, honestly, anything you add it to, you don't really taste it. It's just got a little bit of an earthy flavor, so it kind of goes into anything really well. Hopefully I'm not leaving anything out. I don't think I am. We're to our apple cider vinegar. And apple cider vinegar alone, and we like to get the kind that is unpasteurized and unfiltered, so it still has the mother in it, which is, let me read it to you. So I'm gonna get this all messed up when I'm explaining what mother is. A mother is molecules of organic acids and enzymes that connect in strand-like chains, and you'll see them sort of settled in the bottom of your unfiltered apple cider vinegar. And so that's what it's for, and it's got, like I say, the organic acids and enzymes in it. So that's why we like to get it. And John and I just take little shots of this and a little bit of water because apple cider vinegar is supposed to aid in digestion. It lowers your blood sugar levels. It can improve your insulin sensitivity. It can reduce belly fat and help you lose weight, lowers cholesterol, lowers blood pressure, has probiotic, vitamins and minerals. And you can also put this in your animals' water, like your puppy dogs or your kitty cats or my chickens, or lots of us have chickens. So, and I would probably just put like a teaspoon in my puppy dog's water or something, you know, something they can't really pick up on much, but it can help with heart health on the animals too, as well as us. Look at there, that worked out perfect, didn't it? It sure did. It's even got room for a few more little good things, doesn't it? I know. We'll go on and we'll put that second part of the lime and the lemon in there. I just want to make sure we could get everything in here. There we are. Now would you look at that? Okay guys, this is what it tells us to do. It says for us to put this in a cold, dark place for up to 4 to 6 weeks. Well, my cold, dark place would be, and yours too, would be our refrigerator. So that's where I've put it. I've already done one, and it has not been 4 to 6 weeks, but it's the middle of the time that we need this, hasn't it? It's been like a week and a half, so I can't wait any longer. So I'm going to get it out, and I'm going to show y'all our next step with it, okay? Which is just basically getting ready for us to start enjoying it and benefiting from it, I guess. You know, like I say, this isn't something for good taste, but good health, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, guys, and it says every once in a while to pick it up out of your refrigerator or your cold, dark place and just kind of give it a little shake like that, okay? And anyway, let me get this cleaned up and I'll get the other one. Hey guys, I tried to get everything together before I got back on here with y'all. When I got off with y'all the other day and said, I'm going to get the one out of the refrigerator, I looked at the time and I saw that I was going to be late for work if I didn't get out the door. So I had to go, but that's okay because it gave this a few more days to soak in the refrigerator, cook in the refrigerator, huh? I know I've got everything in the way so y'all can't see it, but here's what we made together. Come bring it to y'all. It's so pretty up close. You can see everything. Y'all see that? See all the rosemary and all the onion and cloves and oranges and lemons and ginger we slice. It's just beautiful. It's actually really, really pretty. And like I say, they want you to shake it every few days or so. So I will. I'll just get it like this and I'll shake. Mine's all colored by that turmeric. That wasn't in their recipe, but that's okay. This is our recipe, right? So yeah, it just shakes it up all kind of a milky because of that turmeric. But anyway, you're supposed to leave it for 4 weeks in your refrigerator. And I want to go on and do this video with y'all so y'all can get one going. So what I thought I'd do and what I have done is John and I can start enjoying this one and you put another one in the refrigerator. So maybe by the time you get through with this one, you can get on to your next one. Or if you get halfway, you'll figure out when you need to get another one going. Maybe after we get through this, the flu season will be over or something. But to me, this is good for you to do anytime you want to. So I want you also to save this apple cider vinegar jar, okay? Because we're going to actually put it back in there, and then it's got its own container. So we want to do that. I'm not going to try to strain it in there because I'd spill it everywhere with y'all. So I've got me a big container, glass container, and a big strainer. And now I'm just going to pour it out in here. And when I was talking about giving your puppy dogs or your kitty cats or your animals water some of this, I meant only the apple cider vinegar, okay, in their water. Not all this. This has got onion and garlic and things that probably might upset their stomachs. So I don't mean this. I just mean for us. Trying not to waste any little drop in here. I can do that later, huh? I know. I do that later without y'all. And bore y'all to death. Goodness, that looks good enough to just pour some more apple cider vinegar in it, doesn't it? It sure does, sitting in the refrigerator. Alright, guys. I'm going to run this over to my sink so I won't drip it everywhere. Alright, and I'm back. I am back. Now we can put it in here, and I want to show you some things you can do other than just taking a shot of it, which is mostly what John and I do, is a shot of it. Get you a funnel, we'll just put it right back in our apple cider vinegar. Y'all gonna have to help me name this one too. I asked John, I said, baby, what is it, what you call it when you take your, John raced for 15 years, or I'll say we all raced, because it was a family effort just to get Daddy to the racetrack every weekend. But I said, what is it called, like when you soup up a motor? I said, I don't want to say souped up apple cider. So he said, all hopped up. So I said, well, maybe we'll call this hopped up apple cider. But anyway, y'all help me. Y'all help me with the name. See, now we've got our apple cider right back in here, and we can use it and do whatever we want to with it. Like I say, you can take it as a super shot, which is what John and I do. It's the most boring way to take it. But we just put us a little bit of water in here to begin with. And I'm going to show y'all some other things. So y'all just stay with me, stay with me. I want to taste it to let y'all know what I think about it. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon here. We usually put 2 tablespoons, and we'll do that like before supper. Sometimes in the morning if we think about it. Okay. Woo! Wow, I can taste so many of those things in it. Actually, that is a lot milder, more toned down flavor than just the apple cider vinegar and water, so it makes it more palatable, to be honest with you. I figured it was going to make my head spin around on here with y'all. It's kind of good, really and truly kind of good. You're going to have to try it. You are. I'm still sitting here tasting it, trying to process it. It's pretty cool. Okay, now I'm going to show you some other things you can do. I love sparkling water. When we went to Europe, John Tyler and I, with a big school group, if I drank water and lemon all the time, or water and lime. And every time I ordered that, they would bring, this little old country girl, they bring her sparkling water. I just felt so special, and I loved it. They bring the sparkling water with lemon in it. And it's very good, and one thing you can add to it, you could add a lime or a lemon. I'll get a little lime. You can add a little lemon too. It'll be kind of like a Sprite. I do that sometimes to try to fool myself because I want a Sprite so bad. That's good. So we're going to add a tablespoon to that. I shake it each time to get that turmeric off the bottom. How pretty. I need to take pictures of all these different ways we can enjoy it at home. Now this is sparkling. So it's nice. It's really nice. Let's give it a try. Oh, that's wonderful. Wow. That amazes me what all those things did to this apple cider vinegar. It's flavoring. It's really good. I was going to tell y'all this wouldn't be good eats, it'd be good health, but I believe it's going to be good eats. Wow. Okay. I'm going to move that out of our way. All right, some other things you can do. Hot tea. A lot of us love all sorts of little teas. I won't even begin to get on tea. That's a whole other show, isn't it? But you can do some hot tea. You can put you a little squirt of lemon in there, a little teaspoon of honey, and stir it in there with your little concoction, and enjoy that in your tea. It'd be a great, great idea. Another thing you could put it in is juice. If you drink a little glass of juice in the morning or something, put you a couple little shots or a couple little tablespoons in your juice. Honey alone. Now, the recipe that I looked up called for you to go on and put honey in it right now to sweeten it a bit, and I believe I will, because honey is so good for us too. And John and I buy this locally, and I'm gonna give them a shout out. I get it from my friend Paula at Thomas Nursery, but I'm gonna come up here close and show y'all. This came from Stowe Creek Farms in Farmerville, Louisiana, and they sell it, or Paula sells it at Thomas Nursery. You can get it up there. So I like to get local honey, because the closer you get to home, the more the honeys have pollinated and made their honey. The bees, not the honeys, the bees, the honeybees, and they've pollinated and made their honey from what's around you and what you're allergic to. And y'all, John has horrible allergies, horrible allergies. He sneezes in his sleep. He takes Zyrtec every day, so I constantly am grabbing local honey for him to just take a tablespoon of it every day. I'm gonna need my funnel back. Yes, I am. And I'm gonna put, I don't remember if it said put a quarter cup or whatever. You just sweeten it however you want to. I'll probably put about 1/8 of a cup in there, and that way we'll get it for the allergies, if anything, alone. And it's gonna add a wonderful little floral sweet note, won't it? Yes, it will. And if you can't find the local honey, don't worry about it. Just get you some in the store. I do that too. Oh, one thing that I'll do with this is I can put it in my smoothies, because I will put apple cider vinegar sometimes in my smoothies. I know I haven't done that with y'all on my smoothie recipe, and I need to. There it goes. It's starting to go in there. The honey's cold. And let's see, what else? Oh, if you like an alcohol drink, one alcohol drink that'd be really good with this in it is a Bloody Mary. Right? I know. It's some great flavors that you could put a couple of shots in your Bloody Mary. You'd have your little healthy alcohol drink. I think I saw on my cameras, my YouTube camera, saying, I'm about to shut down. I guess my battery's low. I'm going to check that out, guys, and I'll be back, because I want to show y'all a couple more things. Well, it's still flashing. I'll wait till it clicks off. How about that? Maybe I can get a couple more things in there. Come on, honey. There you go. All right, guys, let me shake it. A couple more things I think this would be really good in. You could use it to marinate meats with. And tonight, I happen to be making, John and me, some chicken breast. I try to cut back a little bit during the week for us, because y'all know we eat good on the weekends. And I took my chicken breasts and put them here with olive oil and salt and pepper. That was it. And I always cook, John and me, one each for supper, but I'll cook an extra, and I'll eat on it during the week for lunch, for me, a little protein before I go work out. And I won't eat the whole thing at lunch. I'll half him. So I've got this in here already with my olive oil and salt and pepper, and I actually pounded my chicken breasts so they're about a inch thick. You know how you got one end of your chicken breast real big and bulky and the other one's thin? Well, by the time you cook that big bulky part, the other end is chicken jerky, right? So if you pound it out a little more even, then your chicken will be juicier and not all dried out. I'm going to give it a couple of shots. This is going to be wonderful in here. Just me tasting it in that water shot is going to be great. And I got one other way I want to show y'all how to enjoy this. This souped up, super duper, hopped up apple cider. And I haven't tasted it with the honey in it. The honey's going to be real good, because I'm going to make a salad dressing. I've got these greens here, just some mixed greens. I can eat this right now for lunch. with a half of a chicken breast would be wonderful. So this is another thing you can do. Get your little jar. I'm going to put some olive oil in here. You can put whatever kind of oil you want to. You could just do a vegetable oil, one without flavor, but I love the flavor of the olive oil. So I go with the olive. And I've got a little Dijon mustard. You could put a spicy, grainy mustard, anything you want to. Any kind will be good. I'm going to put a spoonful of that. Put me a little salt and a little fresh ground pepper. Make sure we're still recording on YouTube. Yes, we are. Okay, thank you, battery. Thank you, battery. Okay, don't forget our little shot of this, right? I'm excited about this, y'all. I think this can help us in our health. And boy, do we need some help with our health right now, don't we? I did 2 tablespoons of that. I might should have just done 1, but it tastes pretty good, so I'm going to go with it. And then I'm going to do a squeeze of lemon. I always like to do lemon in my little olive oil vinaigrettes. There we go. And close that up and shake, shake, shake. And I'm going to have a wonderful little salad dressing for my greens here. I'm going to give it a little taste and let y'all know. That's fantastic. Fantastic. It truly is. Now, John Murray would never eat this. He doesn't like vinaigrettes. He likes ranch. He likes lots and lots. Matter of fact, he likes a little bit of salad with his ranch dressing. He mostly likes the dressing, so he's not into this. But a lot of you are, like me. And that is it, guys. Take a big old bite of this lettuce. Very good on here. This is going to be a wonderful little bright note with my chicken breast I'm about to eat. Okay. I think I told y'all everything about this, and so far I'm calling it hopped up apple cider vinegar, and for good health. So y'all let me know what you think. I think I told y'all all the ideas. Y'all probably come up with some more. A lot of people will drizzle a little bit of this on their popcorn. So, you know, you can get kind of crazy with it if you want to. So anyway, guys, this is to our good health and us taking care of our bodies. And a lot of you have been sending me prayer requests, and I've been praying with you. A lot of you have been sending things that are really heavy on your heart. And I want to know that I love you, and I'm praying for you, and I actually write you down in my prayer list. I really do. So just know you're not alone, and we're all out there. And some of you actually list your prayer requests, and others get on there and pray for you. And I dearly love that. So let's just keep being there for each other and lifting each other up. And y'all take care this week. Guys, there was one thing that I did not mention while I was on here with you about honey. Don't give this to any children under the age of 1 year, okay? And I actually wait till they're like 5 or 6. Addie had been wanting to taste honey for a while here, and I waited till she was like 8 before I would give her any, which was probably a little overkill for grandma. But because it has bacteria in it, it's a good bacteria that's really good for a lot of us. But I have read that in children, it's possible it could cause maybe some growing troubles with your bones and such. I don't remember exactly. I just know, just don't give it to really young children. So don't think, well, I'm going to put a little bit of that, you know, in my babies or my little child. Let them get up a little bit older before you introduce honey to them, and they'll love it. Addie loves it now. Every time she's here, she says, Grandma, can I have a spoon of honey? But she's 9 now, so so anyway, I thought I wanted to mention that. I didn't want to just leave y'all out there and y'all think, well, honey's so great, because it is, but only to us older ones, okay?